Hello students, in this video we are going to learn about the third application of dimension analysis, that is to establish a relation among various physical quantity. In the first application we have seen that same physical quantity converted from one unit to another unit. Here you have two different quantities. You are relating these two different quantities in terms of dimensional analysis. Okay, according to this, one quantity is related to other quantity. It may be combination of quantities also. How it is related is one quantity is directly proportional to another quantity. Okay, so when you remove this proportionality, you have to give one proportionality constant k. So this constant k would be a dimensionless constant. Only then this, if it is have dimension, no, this dimension will be getting varied, so it should not affect the dimension. So this constant is a dimensionless constant, which means it is just a number, it doesn't have any dimension, and this quantity dimension will be equal to all these combination of quantities dimension. Okay, so that dimensionally it is related. So to establish a relationship among different quantities, what we have, one quantity with the another quantity, you will be simply multiplying with a constant number. This number is what we have to find to relate it with the other quantities. Okay, this could be very well understood when we see about the when you see an example. So you have an example with this. Let us discuss that now. Example 1.15. Question is, obtain an expression for simple pendulum. Time period t depends on mass of the bob, length of the pendulum, acceleration due to gravity g, and the constant k value is 2 pi. So it is given that in the question, the time period of a simple pendulum t is related to mass, length and acceleration due to gravity. So according to the relation among the quantities, it is given as one quantity related to all these three quantities. So time t is directly proportional to mass, length and gravity. We don't know how much of mass, how much of length and how much of value of gravity. So it is m power a, l power b and g power c. So when you remove the proportionality constant, it becomes, when you remove the proportionality, you have to add up one proportionality constant, which is k. So t equal to k into m power a, l power b and g power c. So time, the unit is, dimensional quantity is t itself. So t power 1 is equal to, k is a constant, so we need not consider that. We are going to relate only the dimensional formula. So it is t. So you need not consider this k. So for m, mass, m power a, l is length, so l power b, g is gravitational constant, gravity, acceleration due to gravity, acceleration due to gravity. So the unit for dimension for acceleration due to gravity is l t power minus 2 whole power this c. Okay, so this can be written in terms of mass, length and, so on the right hand side you have mass, length and time. So on the left hand side should be also mass, length and time. For that, this can be written as, you don't have mass and length on the left hand side, so you can write it as m power 0, l power 0 and then t power 1 you have. Okay, this is equal to m power a, l power b, and I'm going to multiply this c inside, so which becomes l power c and then t power minus 2c. Okay, now this can be, I'm going to rewrite this equation as m power a, l you have power b and power c also. So you can add up the powers here, which becomes l power b plus c, then t power minus 2c. Now when you relate the equations, equate the powers on both sides. You have m here, so m. For m, the power is a here, the power is b here. So when you equate the powers, it becomes, for mass, a equal to 0, and for length, b plus c is equal to 0, and for time t, minus 2c is equal to 1 here. So it is minus 2c is equal to 1. So we have, substitute, you have minus 2c is equal to 1. From this, c is equal to minus 1 by 2. Substitute this c here, it becomes b plus c is equal to 0. B, C value is minus 1 by 2. So minus 1 by 2 equal to 0, which becomes B is equal to 1 by 2. So you have B value as 1 by 2, C value as minus 1 by 2 and A value as 0. So substitute all these values in the dimensional quantities so that you can find the relationship, find the equation of the time period for simple pendulum. So we have the value of A, B and C now. So we are going to substitute this A, B, C in the first equation what we have taken. So for time period T is related to mass, length and gravity, acceleration due to gravity is given now. So we have written A, M power A, L power B and G power C. So when you remove this proportionality you have added up one constant as M A, L power B, G power C. So it is, the equation is T is equal to K into M power A, L power B and G power C. From this dimensional values we have found the value of A, B and C. Substitute that here. So T is equal to K into M power 0, L power 1 by 2 and G power minus 1 by 2. Okay, so M power 0, so this is M power 0 is 1, so you do not consider this part. So T is equal to K into L power 1 by 2, G power minus 1 by 2, so this should be taken under denominator. So it is L power 1 by 2 divided by G power 1 by 2. So this can be written as, here also the same power, this is also same power. So you can write it as T is equal to K into L by G of whole power 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is nothing but root. So remove this 1 by 2 and write it as root. So then T value will be T is equal to K into root of L by G, which is the time period of simple pendulum. And they have given that the value of constant K is 2 pi in the question itself. So instead of K, you write it as 2 pi. So time period T is equal to 2 pi root of L by G. This is the equation for time period of a simple pendulum. I hope you have understood. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.